on, and we're on, and we're running. Okay, I'm here. Okay, I'm here at this mental health gala. Where is it? That's half of the world there, Empowered Project. So the guy here that's running this, I actually mentored him and helped him with his mental health, and now he's got me here as a guest speaker over in Perth. I'm going to go up and speak, 170 fucking people, but it's good. I'm going to do a 10 days, go up there, speak my story, and just get my message out there for hope, and hopefully help someone change their life. So I'm going to go up there and fucking suck them off.
Our last guest speaker, Darcy and his beautiful wife Gemma, flown all the way over from the Gold Coast to be with us tonight. To give them a round of applause, so that's a great effort, great commitment. Darcy goes to bed at 6:30 at night, he told me, because he's up at 2:30.
I'm tired, bro.
That's 4:30 our time. He goes to bed.
Way past my bedtime.
Way past his bedtime. And when they rang Darcy and said, it's a suit and tie job, he said, fuck off. And when you look like you can bench press a four-wheel drive and squat a fucking truck, you can wear whatever the hell you like. I'd love you to welcome mindset and life coach Darcy, who has transformed lives through fitness for over 5 years, from overcoming addiction, attempted suicide and jail time. Darcy's journey fuels his mission to help others reach their potential. His elite training focuses on mental and emotional well-being. Again, has jumped on a kite from the other side of this country to come and be here tonight. I ask you to give him your full attention. Look forward to hearing it from Darcy. Ladies and gentlemen, Darcy Cogdale.
Thanks, Bart. Thank you. Hello. Hey, you can go now, you're right, okay? Hello everybody. So before I talk about my story, my journey, everything like that, but I just want to say all the boys that put this together, they're trying to make a difference. And it's good if we can all make a small difference and help someone, because we all know someone who's struggling with mental health, someone suicide, everything like that, addiction, everything like that. And if we can all just help one person, we're doing the fucking world a favour. Full stop. So, and people see all this evidence. I thought I was speaking at some fucking shit pub, like in some function where the pokies are out the back and shit. So this actually turned out to be awesome. But people see Dave come up here and talk about his story and that, but I did a podcast with him today, and then he sat in the car with me. He's like, I really want to help people. He sold his car to do this. He's invested his labour and working week to week to fund this. He's literally borrowing a mate's car to come here and put this together. So if you know someone that's not gonna donate, you just spit on your hand, lube their arsehole and untighten it, okay? Because everyone should donate to a man that's, I'll spit on it if you want, I don't give a fuck. But everyone needs to, come together. But now I'll talk a bit about my photos. Where's the grade? Are my photos up there? There we go, I got a bit of references. As you can see, I used to be busted as all fuck, okay? So I live my best life, as you can tell, with drugs and everything like that, and I filmed this. So my name's Darcy Cogdale, and my brand, my business that I promote is DRCFIT. My slogan is suck it off. Don't ask me about it. Just come up with it when I was in front of the camera, I just ran with it. But DRCFIT, obviously I'm not a fucking doctor. It's not Dr. C Fit, okay? It's Darcy Fit, my name. You ask me for medical advice, you're up shit's creek, I'll tell you, you're fucked. I used to Dr. Google shit off my head at 3 a.m. in the morning thinking I'm having a heart attack, so you got no chance. But I'm also, if you see my Instagram, I'm the guy that throws a coffee on my face. Fucking, when I tuck my penis between my legs and do a mangina, I spit on myself and slap myself in the car and talk about drugs. But I'm doing this for a purpose, and that's because I don't really give a fuck what people think. But the reason why I do all that sort of stuff, my routine and stuff every morning, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, I sound like a fucking weirdo. But the reason why I do everything is to give people hope that anyone can change and live a better life and make their family proud and just be happy at the end of the day, because everyone wants to be happy. So I started all what I'm doing, like just where I started my journey. I was bullied as a kid, so I was a fat kid in school. I sat there by myself every lunchtime, by myself, and I felt like I wasn't enough. I felt like I couldn't fit in. I felt like, what's wrong with me? I thought something was wrong with me, and I fucking emotional talking about shit. But I felt like I wasn't accepted for who I was, because everyone had their friends groups and everyone like, so at a young age I felt like I wasn't enough, and we all want to be accepted for who we are. And if we're not accepted for who we are, we assume something's wrong with us, And then 9 times out of 10, you will change who you are to make friends, to fit in, to be a part of something. And that's where I went down my road of violence, crime, and just being a fucking junkie, to be honest. But I was, at a young age, as I said, I was picked on during school. I didn't feel like I was enough. And then even authority with teachers and my parents and everything like that, I was constantly like, when I wouldn't participate in sports carnivals because, fuck, you get fucking emotional splitting out. When I wasn't, I was always last at every school race. I was always made to feel like I was a failure at a young age, and then I was by myself. And then even with authority, like teachers, I hated fucking teachers because they forced me to do things I didn't want to do. Like, I had to run in the race, even though I was always last. I had to go to sports swimming carnivals and swim. I hated taking my shirt off. I hated myself. But I was forced to do it, and when I didn't want to do it, I got in trouble, I got punished. And then my parents said, oh, I need you to go to school. I didn't want to go to fucking school. I hated school. I hated everyone there. And then when I went to high school, it's like a jungle. Like, you go in there, everyone's got their mates, and you go in there with your friends, and, oh, what high school are you going? Oh, yeah, me too. I'm like, fuck, I've got no company. So I went into high school with no one. And then I wasn't accepted. I wasn't fucking trying out for the footy team anytime soon. You know what I mean? I had no confidence, self-worth. So, but the kids I did fit in with were the kids that were smoking down the back oval, the kids that were wagging, the kids that were... And all I had to do to fit in with them, see, these people, they didn't judge me. I had to do what they did. I had to fucking smoke durries, smoke weed, get in fights, fucking tell the teacher you're a fucking idiot, and then I got accepted, and I had friends. And see, when I was going down the back over with a mate having a cigarette when I was fucking 10, 11 years old with these mates, and we're laughing. I've never had a conversation or a laugh with a friend since I was very young. Fuck, it's so fucking sooky. I'm big and tough, I promise. But so this is when I first connected with people and I first made friends. I didn't get invited to school sleepovers. I didn't get invited to birthday parties. I didn't go to school discos because I didn't want to stand there in the corner and be the one person that's dancing with someone. I hated it. So when I went to high school, when I found drugs, fucking come at me. As soon as someone offered me a cigarette to be their mate, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. If you were to wrap me up and shoot me up with heroin, I would have said yes. I'll jump in for anything. And then obviously I didn't finish school. I've never finished a book in my life, to be honest. I got expelled from 3 schools, started year 9. I never even finished year 9. Still never finished school. Never read a book. Don't give a fuck. I'm successful as fuck now, so I don't care. But even like in school, like finding drugs and that sort of shit, I made connections with people, you know. And then obviously I didn't care about school. I didn't care about my parents. They loved me and like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fucking fine. I rebelled against them. By the end of it, I ran away from home when I was 15. I started living on the streets because I was obviously sneaking out. I was a little lad. I was fucking painting trains and up there, fuck the system and all this sort of shit. I was the guy probably stealing your shit out of your car and that, sorry. But it was just, that was the whole scene I was in, was violence, crime, and making a name for myself and proving myself. And you see all these kids running around now, breaking into cars and doing the shit they're doing. And everyone looks at them like, oh, you're scum. But at the end of the day, I can relate to them. I can see they just want to be a part of something, you know, friends. Some of these people don't have strong role models. Some people don't have a community around them. They've got their community as their brotherhood. And that brotherhood you have is like your mates. I'll die for my mates. I was loyal as fuck to everyone. I'll be the one. My loyalty was no comment. My loyalty was standing up for a mate. My loyalty was throwing the first punch. That was what I grew up with, in loyalty. But I was loyal to my brothers and I was loyal to my word. But how was I loyal to the ones I love, my family, the people who stood by me? I spat and lied and fucking spat in my parents' face. I lied to the ones I love. I betrayed the ones I love. So how the fuck was I loyal? I look at that now, but my loyalty was everything. And the brothers I'd fight for, I'd steal for. Like I was living on the streets at 15, started using speed when I was about 12, started eating speed, and by age 13 I was a daily user of speed and then smoking ice. For most of my childhood I was living in streets, living on the streets and trap houses, and I'd support my lifestyle while stealing. Like I'd go around and so I had a great home. Don't get me wrong, I come from a great family, but I didn't give a fuck about my family. I wanted to make friends. I had family love my whole life, but I took that for granted because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to have friends. I never had friends, and I did anything, and I hurt the ones I love a lot. We're doing, fuck man, I'm keeping sooty. But I hurt the ones I love, and I betrayed the ones I love my whole life, but I want to be a part of this scene. And I was on a missing person list when I was 15 for 2 years. My family didn't see me for 2 years. I was living on the street, smoking ice, stealing, violence, crime. The only time Mum seen me and picked me up was at the watch house when she would pick me up after I got arrested in Dublin. I was on the run for multiple charges, and when she picks me up, she's like, your cousin's died from a heroin overdose. And then I go see him, and I missed that, shit. But then went to the funeral, and then I didn't know how to deal with emotions. How I've always dealt with shit was escaping. So then once I got in, obviously, to the funeral, I wasn't worrying about spending time with my family, comforting my mum, my little brother, my dad, nothing. I wanted to go escape, I wanted to go get off my head. So as soon as the funeral was done, I didn't get a lift home from mum. I walked straight to the train station, went and got him, and he got off my head, went and stole shit, and got off my head, and then I was just living on the streets. And over time, that was my whole life. I didn't see my family for years. And then over time, it was just violence, crime, smoking drugs, painting trains. That was my life. It was constantly off my head every day, and that's what I thought happiness was. You walk past some lad on the street now, I'm like, you're a fucking junkie, you're lost. But I thought that was everything, because I had my brothers around me, I had everything around me, and I thought that was living, I thought that was life. And then over time, as I said, I'd die for these people. I fought for them, I've stole them, I helped support the people that I thought would stand by me. And then I got into a toxic relationship among these drugs and everything like this. Like, it's probably not going to work out, honestly. And then I left her, because once I started seeing her, I stopped going out painting trains, I stopped fighting, I stopped doing all the shit that I loved, because I thrived from that thrill of going and stealing. Or I used to walk into Myers and David Jones, pop off beepers, Wally, Tommy Hilfiger shirts and shit, fill up a backpack, and just run out there, beepers on, and just fucking go sell it for gear. That's just my whole lifestyle. I lived it, I loved it, I thrived on it. Painting trains, fighting, everything. And then over time, I left this chick because I wanted to go be a part of the boys again. I wanted part to be my crew, part to be everything. I wanted to go paint trains again. I wanted to fight again, because I started seeing her and I got fat. Like in that photo there, where I fucking got about 15 chins. The fact by there, I was smoking ice every weekend, but I was smoking cones during the week. So I lost and I was usually like out on the run, doing shit every day. So I felt like I was disconnected from my brothers and stuff. And then I was out one night at Gilhooley's at a pub drinking, and I got a text from one of my mates saying, my ex is out and she's hooking up with all my brothers. And she's out there, and she went, and these people that I fought for fucking did everything for, stabbed me in the fucking back. And I didn't know how to deal with these emotions. I got very angry at the time, but something drew me to go back to my mum and dad's house, which was just up the road, and I haven't seen my family for fucking years. And I went up there, I was sitting on the driveway, and I didn't know how to go in there. I didn't know how to talk to them. Like, what the fuck am I going to say? I haven't seen them. I've done them down my whole life. What the fuck am I going to do? Why am I... Everyone I know stabbed me in the back. So I used to drink at this school over the road, and I went over the road to the school, and we used to drink up on the rooftops there. And I went up there, and I just thought, what's the point of me being here? Everyone's better off without me. You know, the people I've had, my brothers stabbed me in the back. I'm fat again. I'm back hating myself again. I can't face my family. I've let down my whole life. I just thought everyone was better off without me. And I tried taking my own life when I was 18. I jumped off the roof when I was 18 and tried to leave this world. And then, yeah, fuck me. And then, yeah, sorry. And then after that, we had a plan. I stumbled back home. I broke my ankle. Then I stumbled back home and told mum and dad everything. And I opened up to them, told them everything. And then I got sober. I went over to New Zealand, started working with dad over in New Zealand, because that was a game plan. Go over there, get sober, fucking change my life. And it did. I went over there, I got sober for about 6 months. Worked over there, saved money, got fit, got healthy. I was that fucking fat fucker up there, and then I went over there, I dropped about 40 kilos over there, training, exercise, got in a really good place. But then I started to look on social media, and I started to see all my mates that I know were going out night clubbing and doing all this stuff, and I'm like, fuck, I'm missing out, I got FOMO. And then I came home from overseas, my dad, I'm going back, and he's like, no, you shouldn't, you're not ready. I'm like, I'll do whatever the fuck I want, because I've always done whatever the fuck I want. I've always done it. So I came home, I was fixed, apparently. And then I came home and I started going out clubbing. I wanted to show everyone, like, show my mates that stabbed me in the back, my ex, everyone. I felt like, look at me now, I've got my abs out, I'm fucking sexy, you know what I mean? I'm good, I'm come back, I'm a changed man, all this shit. And I came back, and then I started getting out of the night clubbing scene, because alcohol, look, I was smoking ice in trap dens, strapping up my mates that were shooting up gear and smoking ice my whole life. Like, I was in very bad places. That wasn't a nightclub where everyone's out having fun, that's got respectable jobs and all this sort of shit. So I started justifying alcohol is okay. So, because alcohol is not ice, so it's fine. It's fine. I come back, everyone drinks, everyone goes out and parties, sweet as I'm sweet. And then I started going out every weekend, partying every weekend. I worked a 9-to-5 job, had a fucking renderers, labourer, fucking shit job, shit money, worked for some Italian, paid me fuck all. And then ended up going out every weekend, bendering all weekend. So I'd go out bendering all weekend, having the time of my life, had the best time. Yeah, I came down and I felt like shit, but I was out, I was connecting with people, I was having fun, dancing, and I started eating pingers. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is mad. You know, making friends, and then a few of my mates that I met out there knew my name, and I'm getting noticed again. I'm getting accepted again in a community that I thought was okay. So I started going out every weekend, and my mates were selling pingers. I'm like, fuck yeah, I sell pingers, fuck yeah. I was the middleman, so I'd be like, oh, you want to get 5? Sweet, I'll go, or 4, yep, sweet, I'll go charge you for 5 and I'll get one myself. Fucking businessman, I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, so I started supporting my own habit. And then I'm like, fuck these cunts, I get my own pills. I'll fucking sell my own gear. So I started taking 10 pills out. I sold 10 in like a minute. I'm like, fuck yeah, sweet. And then 100. And the next minute I'm like, who wants shots? Oh, man, what was that shot? And then I've got the booth and I've got the bottle again. I'm the man again. So I started to get the attention, the acceptance that I always wanted again, but in a different scene. So that's when I started selling drugs. On the weekends, going out clubbing, selling drugs. And then I started selling cocaine because cocaine's fucking mad. And cocaine's okay because cocaine's not... I got just as fucking cooked off cocaine instead of ice. So I got fucked up. And then I justified one thing for another again. But then I was going out every week and then I was making a fuckload of money. I'll go out clubbing the weekend, come home with like $5,000 cash. I'm like, I don't need to work. I'm fucking making money. I'm a businessman. Sweet. So then I stopped working a full-time job and then I started selling gear long term. So weekends I'll be out Friday, Saturday, Sunday selling gear, supporting my life, going out heaps of fun, coming down to my room, feeling like shit all week. And this was a constant cycle. And then obviously mum and dad are like, what are you doing with your life? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm just like, I'm fucking sweet. I got money. You want money? Here's some money. She's like, I don't want your fucking money. I want you to fucking start pulling you. We can see you're sick. Like, you can tell them I'm fucking not that fucking healthy in those photos. Like, it's not, you can pick it. And then mum was obviously saying, you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. And a big red flag in life, if you're an addict or so you're going through struggles, but you're justifying, you're in denial about it. If the people you love around you are asking if you're okay, you're not okay. That's a big red flag. And I was in denial about it. I was like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And then my mum sat me, my brother and my dad down, and we sat down as family amongst this, and we sat down and my mum came out and she told us she had cancer. She said she had terminal cancer. We sat there and I didn't know how to deal with that. And how I've always dealt with things like I did every other time was fucking escape it. So I went and got off my head. I had fucking ounces of gear down in my room. I'm just going to have a fat line of rack. I'm going to go down and I'll escape again. So I didn't even cry. I had no emotions, so I was in shock. But how I escaped, I went straight down my room, just racked up a line of rack and started snorting fat lines. And that's when I started using cocaine every day. And then I started eating Valiums, like Tic Tacs, to level myself out. So I was eating snorting Valiums in my room, and I wouldn't go out clubbing anymore because if you've done cocaine, you get fucking anxious as all fuck. And I was getting anxious as fuck. And then I didn't want to go out, started getting paranoid, started getting all that sort of shit, thinking people were after me in my own home. And then that's how, and then I started using every day. And then yet again, mum and dad are like, oh, fucking, what's going on with you? Fucking dumb. And then I just dipped out. I was like, fuck off, I'm fine. I'm fucking sweet, you know, leave me alone. I'm moving out. You know, I went into a penthouse, got myself a penthouse. I just turned into a fucking trap there. I was just snorting racks, smoking drugs. There were people over there shooting up there, smoking pipes in the bathroom, constantly coming through my house, buying gear, snorting gear. It was just fucking, it was not a nice place. You know, but I thought it was heaven. But then over time, I started to wig out on people that were coming over. I'm like, you're talking to cops, can't you? Know what I mean? Like fucking wigging out, like being all paranoid. Then I just didn't want anyone to come over at all. So I got this big penthouse to myself, and I'm just there snorting drugs and everything. I had a mate that came over that was smoking pipes, and he used to smoke pipes, and I was like, oh yeah, sweet. And I was getting real anxious of cocaine. I got no septum, my septum's fucked. No septum, okay, it's fucked. But so I couldn't even snort cocaine anymore. So I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And then I'm like, oh, I'll have a pipe. So that whole thing when I'm justifying, oh, it's not ice, it's okay. It's not ice, it's okay. Next minute I'm back fucking hanging off a sweet puff, twirling on, living my best life again. And then next minute, you know, door gets busted in, raided, fucking done. I'm like, fuck. And I was literally smoking a pipe in my bed and all these cops come in. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then I was like, just let me finish this 1 second. I'll be 1 minute. I'll just finish this. But it didn't really work out like that. And then ended up getting bail on that one. And then fled up to Cairns to try and change my life. I had a mate up there. He's like, I'll come up to Cairns, bro. We'll get fit. It'll be sweet. And we'll just collect some money and it'll be sweet. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is a great idea. I went up to Cairns off my head. As soon as we went up there, I dropped 2 Xanax and fucking started smoking pipes and drinking vodka again. Went on a fucking bender. I started running through houses to collect money and all this sort of shit. So we made a lot of, obviously you're not really that well respected when you're doing that. You make a few enemies. So I was getting a lot of fights when I was out, and it was just a very, very toxic, violent place. And then one night I've got in an altercation at the wool shed up there, and I really hurt a guy. Very, very badly hurt a guy. And biggest regret, but I was off my head and I was in protective mode. I was like, oh, everyone's after me. I was paranoid, and this guy literally just fucking was saying something. My mate pushed him, and I thought it was someone we ran through, and I just wigged out and just bashed him. I'm not proud of this at all. I'm not proud of anything. I don't condone it, but when you're off your head, you don't think. I just hurt him, and then ended up getting raided for that after. All my mates had all their gear out on the table. Everyone was bending in this apartment. I'm like, oh, that was the fucking coolest time. Like I wore it like a badge of honor. And then ended up getting raided again, and then all the gear was out. I took the rap for all the gear that was on the table. I took the rap for the drugs, everything like that. And the next minute I was sitting in the watch house, and I'm like, get me my lawyer. No, I'm fucking getting out. Get me my lawyer. Can't. You know what I mean? I thought I knew I was a fucking lawyer. No idea. And they're like, you're going to jail. I'm like, no, I'm not going to fucking jail. Because every other time I'll get in trouble, it'll be a slap on the wrist, suspended sentence, you're out on bail, it's sweet. I thought I was untouchable. And then next minute I'm there sitting on the jail bus going out to jail, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And this is the first time, and in jail is where I've really changed my life. As soon as I've been in jail, went to jail over 6 years ago, and I'm 6 years sober to this day. I'm still sober, still happy, still proud, thank you. But in there, you sit there and all you do is reflect. You got in there after I fucking came down, and you don't know what jail is. You're like, I'm going to jail, I'm going to get fucked in the ass. I'm going to fucking, everything's going to go shit. I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen? I'm going to clench my ass cheeks and just go down swinging. Oh, I'll bite the fucking thing off, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. And then I went in there, and then obviously I started exercising, you know, and it was fine. Like I'm not making mates in there from exercise. So yet again, I'm accepted into a group of people through something positive, which is exercise. And then I started training with mates, started hitting pads in there, started doing that, started training. And I made good friendships in there, you know, and I got through jail and it was fine. But every day in jail, I sat there in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm going to miss my mum's funeral because my mum was battling cancer. And, sorry. She was battling cancer, and I wasn't able to be there. So I couldn't be there for my brother, my mum, my dad, anyone. And I was sitting in jail, and I had to cop that and I had to own that. You got to own your shit. And I did own my shit. I said, no matter what in here, I'm going to make her proud from now on. And I promised my mum in jail that I'll never drink again, I'll never smoke again, I'll never do drugs again, I'll never fight again. The three of the things that got me in a lot of trouble I've never done, and I haven't done them since. So, thank you. Thank you. And every day in jail, I started to build a routine, because in jail, as Jeff, you'll know, 14 fucking years, good, fuck that. Okay, right, but as the 20, either way, fuck that. Okay, but so in there, you're forced into routine and structure, and this is what I'm mass on. This is why I throw a coffee on my face. Okay, if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, yet again, I look like a fuckwit, but I throw a coffee on my face every morning, 2:30 a.m, having a cold shower in the morning, then I sit down, then I journal my thoughts, and I sit there, then I meditate, then I go exercise. That's my morning routine. I do it every day. I never break. If you follow me on Instagram, I've never missed a day. I've done it on holidays. When me and my missus went over to Dubai, I was in the first class fucking airport, chucking on my face and did it in the fucking first class toilet. Like it's every day I own my day. I treat every day like day one, because you think about it, anyone that changed their life, on the first day, they go amazing. Everyone kills on the first day, no one fucks on the first day. Full stop, okay? Show me the person, okay? They all kill it on the first day. But then over time, people get comfortable, they get lazy, they let their mindset slip, they let their reason why they want to change slip, they let their goals slip, and they allow things back in, and they're back to square one. I'm like, oh, what the fuck, I'm back here again. It's because people get comfortable. So every day I've treated it like day one. Every day I wake up, I do the same things I did in jail. Every day I do the same routine that I did in jail. Every day I woke up in jail and I writ down every day. Writ down, no matter what happens to mum, I'll make her proud even if she's gone. No matter what, I'll never break the promise of my mum. And I manifest that stuff every day and reminded myself every day that I'll never go back to that life, and I didn't. And I got out of jail, I stayed in my routine. I got out of jail with nothing. I got out of jail, no money, no nothing, broke, nothing, but I knew I had to make something myself. So that's when I started getting into, I studied to be a PT, but to do that I worked washing dishes on a weekend, because you're not going to get a chance when you get out of jail as a criminal. I didn't finish school, I had no fucking degrees, I had nothing. I was never going to give me the chance. I knew I had to make a chance, and anyone can get a chance, anyone can create a life they want. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyone can do it. I woke up every day and I focused on my goals, and I won every day. I was washing dishes in a burger shop on weekends. Okay, and then I was labouring, washing toilets during the week, shit-kicking job for over a year, saving up to do my PT course to go and help people to change with exercise. And then I started going into PT. I went into PT, and as you know, when you're PT, it's your make or break, it's commission-based. You go in there, it's either you're going to get sessions or you're going to be broke. Okay, you sign a contract, go in there, so I'm like, I've got to make something myself. So I used to go into the gym. I used to wake up when I first go to jail, when I got my PT certs and I went into it, after I worked those jobs I didn't want to do. And I knew there's things that you don't want to do sometimes that you have to do to get somewhere. No one's going to give you a dream fucking life. It's not going to happen. Okay, so I knew I had to do these things. I knew my goal, I knew where I wanted to be. I wanted to help people with physical activity, mental health. The mental health came into it later when I started doing my story, but I went into PT and then I started doing there. I woke up at 1:15 every morning. 1:15 every morning. I walked to the Good Life gym to start my clients at 3 a.m. And I went in there, I had no clients, and I was in there from 3 a.m. until 7 at night, every night, to meet as many people and like get as many sessions as I can. If you're a PT and you know numbers, by me doing that and just being in there, introducing myself, I was doing 104 PT sessions a week after 4 weeks. And their numbers are massive. Okay, you show me any PT in the world doing those numbers. Thank you. I was clearing 5-6 grand a week legitimately just doing what I love, doing that. And when I showed my parents what I was doing, and Dad's like, because Dad's an old Aussie bloke and he's really, I've never given my parents anything proud of ever. I've never finished school, nothing. And when I showed Dad's like, you need to be a builder, you need to be a fucking chippy, you need to get a fucking trade, whatever, fucking standard shit. Like, you're not gonna go anywhere doing this PT shit. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this. And I did it, I believed in myself. And then he was just doing that to protect me, to try and this a comfort zone thing. But I knew I wanted to help people. I went in there and I became super successful. I believe the most successful PT in Australia, if not in the world, within 4 weeks. I was doing those numbers. Everyone's like, you're gonna burn out. You're gonna burn out. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not. And I did that for a year and a half straight, making that money, killing it every day. And then Dad sat me down at the fire when Mum was in hospital one time. And he's like, no matter what, you know, I'm proud of you. And my mum's proud of you. And Mum's proud of you. Fuck, sorry. And Mum's proud of you. And Dad never told me he was proud my whole life. So that was a massive moment when he said that. And then it was just fuel for me to go even harder. So I just kept doing what I was doing, kept making him proud. And then I went in the online space. I was actually asked, I didn't get my story out there, then I went on Instagram. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking show people where I've come from, because I've got all these photos of me and I was fucked up. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna show people. I sat down with my missus and I got it together. I'm like, do you reckon I should post? And she's like, fucking do it. Just get it out there. And I posted a before and after of me where I've come from, and fucking, it just blew up. Everyone's like, what the fuck? And I had people reach out and message me like, how do you do it? How do you get sober and all this sort of shit? I'm like, fucking hell. I ended up doing online coaching and shit and helping people and mentoring people for free. I just had people reaching out to me that was struggling with addiction, being like, how did you do it? I need help. And I literally just used to write them a morning routine, how I start my day. I'm like, wake up on your alarm, never miss your alarm. Get in the cold shower. And why I do the cold shower is no matter what, you beat that little voice in your head telling you not to do it. Because that same voice that creates excuses in our head not to do things, that's the same little voice that says, oh, just have one drink, you deserve it. Oh, just have one, you've been good for ages. Oh, you know, and that rewards us with negative things. So you think about it, anyone that's going through change, addiction, that we always justify and reward ourselves with things that destroy us. You never have to justify anything positive. You don't say, oh, I deserve a bottle of water. I deserve to have a shower tonight. I deserve to go to gym. I deserve a clean meal. I deserve to make my family proud. It's common sense, you do it. The things that come up in our mind that we create excuses for, that we justify, only destroy us. So I stop. The reason why I do the cold shower every morning is not for health benefits and shit. I do it because I beat that little voice every day. I don't let it control me anymore. I don't create excuses. I've been creating excuses 6 years. Excuses are things we create to justify the bad things we do. That's what I believe. Or justify us fucking up to make us feel better. And when we can just own our shit and make changes. So I literally started just sending people like a little dot by dot what to do in the morning. Like addicts and stuff were reaching out to me, struggling. I said, literally just wake up, do this and that, write your journal out, write down why you're doing this, your reason why. Because everyone's got a reason why. Whether it's to make your family proud, or I want to be a better role model, I want to be better for my kids, I want to make my mum and dad proud. Whatever, I want to be happy in the morning, I want to love what I see in the mirror. Everyone's got a why, deep down, why they want to be better. And I used to just tell them, write down that why every day, write down your goal, write down the things you're grateful for, like little things, like. And then people started doing that. I'm like, send me a photo of your gratitude list in the morning when you wake up and tell me how you're feeling. Do the cold shower, do this meditation. And I used to just send that to people for free. And then I'm getting messages from people, like they're sending me their stuff, like, man, I'm feeling amazing today. And I'm like, fuck yeah, man. I was mentoring like fucking 40 people for free. This holding them accountable on Instagram is helping them. That's how I started my whole business. And then I decided to make a program out of it. I built myself an app for my workouts, okay? And then I started to put together a program to step by step how to start your day, how to structure your day, like things, little tips that I do, things like that. Obviously meal plans, training programs, all that mindset stuff. And I built a program on it, and then I started just blowing up on Instagram, and I was getting messages from people, like literally they were going to kill themselves a couple of days before they see me, and then they messaged me saying I'm fucking happy. You know what? People saying I owe you my life. People saying, I had a lady message me saying I was literally going to walk away from my kids and go kill myself with drugs on the street until I started your program. So I started changing lives like fucking proper, and it was a great feeling. And this is where I come into my purpose of doing what I'm doing. I come up here, and obviously I get fucking sooky about it, but it's because I care about it and it means something to me. And I can just, my message to everyone is anyone can make changes along the way, and everyone, even like now I came over here, my mum got rushed to hospital like 2 days ago. She's in emergency. You know what, but I could have stayed there and been with her, but I FaceTimed her, and she's like, go do what you're meant to do. Make me proud, go there, speak, go get your message out there. And she supports me, she loves what I do. And I'll go FaceTime her after this. I'm like, Mum, I killed her, but I fucking cried. You know what I mean? But the thing is, and every day I'll make her proud. And even when she dies, I'll make her proud. But that's the thing, no matter what, people have life events. So we're all going to lose someone we love. Somebody knows going to die. That's life. Wake up. Okay, you're going to go through a breakup. You're going to go through a divorce. Something's going to happen. But I guarantee you, it's how we deal with these things is so important. Okay, and with mental health, we all escape these things. When we can work on ourselves and work through these things, okay, and I think we all know what fucks our lives up. We all know how we deal with things, but not many people know how not to deal with things, you know, and how to work through these things. And that's what I'm trying to show people and give people hope that anyone changes. That's what I'm trying to push people in that direction, that life's not over. You don't have to give up. You can get through it. And I know I'm saving my life, and I've saved thousands of people's life. Great, and who put this together, I've mentored him. And he's put together all this shit. So if we can help one person, it's like collateral damage. We can all, like in a good way, we can all help each other, and word goes around. These days and age, this mental health was not, as people speaking out about it 4 or 5 years ago, it wasn't happening. There was no mental health galas. There was no one speaking out. So I believe people like me, Jeff, all these other speakers here, all these things, we need to speak out. And it gives people hope because you can relate. Like people can relate to parts of what I said. People relate to things. And that little bit of hope of relating to someone can give someone hope to change. And that's what I think my purpose is, and everyone's purpose that's here, like to help each other. Because we're all here for obviously mental health and help someone. And I believe that's what I'm doing. And when you do good things happen. As I said, I've got an amazing wife, but I've never thought I was worthy of love. I looked at hot chicks, I'm like, oh no, I can't have that. I wish I'll fucking sign up to her OnlyFans or something, it'll be right. You know what I mean? But now I've got the most beautiful girl in the world by my side. He's loyal, he's caring, he's honest. My mum, I've made her proud. You know what I mean? My dad's like my best mate. I literally just bought my dad a house. You know what I mean? Like, it's so good. And like people don't see, I don't go flash my shit. I wear Nike shorts and shit every day. I don't give a fuck. But the things on my flex is that I'm 6 years sober, not a Mercedes. My flex is that I'm 6 years proud, 6 years happy. My flex is that I can support my family. I pay all my family's bills, their rent, their bills, their phone, everything. I pay all their bills. None of my family, my wife, everything, they don't have to pay a cent. I cover my whole family. My little brother, my mum, my dad. My dad's looking after my mum full time now. And without me doing what I'm doing, he couldn't look after her. He wouldn't be able to be by her side. And I believe what I'm doing is this is my flex. I literally, when mum dies, which when it does, it happens, but it's weird for me to say that, but I'll be happy. Like, I'm not happy, I'll be happy she's out of pain, but I'll be content because I've got to make her proud. I've got no regrets. And I'm telling you now, your biggest regret will not be making the ones you love proud and not making changes for them at the end. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I literally, when dad finishes, when mum passes, I literally just bought dad a house, his dream house, on the front waterfront, so he can go there and literally live there and go pass away after he's going to be live rent free the rest of his life because he didn't give up on me. And that's what you do for family, and that's what we should all do for each other, is just support each other and help each other. That's what I'm trying to get out there. But I appreciate everyone. Thank you. I'm not going to cry again. It's all done. It's all done. Thanks, bro. Thank you. Thanks, bro.
You might not cry again, but I'm fucked.
It's a wrap. Yeah,
What
we
did you
nailed
do,
it.
babe?
I nailed it.
You sucked it off.
I fucking sucked it off. Yeah, that's my little wife there. That's my best. Nailed it. Cried like a little baby, got emotional, but it was fucking sick. I couldn't have done without you.
Babe.
I love you.
I love you.
And I couldn't out the man behind the camera. Show the camera to you, bro.
No way.
Yeah, you look busted. It's alright.
I'm behind.